Armidale, October the 20th, and you can see the traffic has lightened off remarkably. We're well and truly past the peak. A few more cars coming through. This is a bit of a racetrack here. And what actually happens is the traffic lightens off, they're actually speeding up. There you go. But certainly significant lighter traffic than what we were experiencing half an hour ago. A lot faster. There's a tram coming through. Gaps appearing, and this person can move into the traffic. Although because there's somebody's over there in the right lane, that's only right there themselves. Once the tram's passed, the traffic tends to lighten up a bit. Significant speed. What seems to be happening here is that cars are ignoring the fairway. The cars in the left lane are banking up at the traffic light behind me. Cars that are turning from this intersection move into the traffic, and they don't see the cars screaming down on the right hand lane, and this has resulted in nearly 2 accidents this morning while I've been standing here. Very close calls. Time is now 9:15, October the 20th. Still a fair bit of traffic coming down, but as the traffic's got lighter, it seems to have got faster. Streets starting to come to life. And you can start to see now that the density has dropped off quite considerably. I'll just pan around. Welcome to the High Street Armidale Raceway. It is now 9:30, October the 20th. We're here to examine how the fairway clearway system is operating. We are at the back end of the peak. Traffic is starting to get thinner, and as it thins, it also seems to be getting faster. On the streets, people are starting to emerge as businesses begin to open, and we're also interested that not a lot of cars seem to be complying with the fairway system, which is interesting. It's to be more prevalent as the morning has gone on. This intersection has been most interested in people trying to get through it. It does help if you put your seatbelt on. Not only speeding, but also ignoring the fairway. Traders, of course, would like the clearways to finish now. Vic Roads have determined that it would be 10 o'clock. They're trying to expand the the clearway times to broaden the peak travel behaviour and to decrease some of the load at peak times. Of course, the traders say this is at their expense and they're looking for a compromise. But it has been interesting watching that as the traffic thins, it is definitely speeding up. And what is now of interest is how often the red light, the pedestrian crossing in front of me, is now being used. You can sort of see there's really not a lot of compliance. And there's no reason for non-compliance because there's not a lot of traffic. It's very light. In fact, what's really interesting is the lighter the traffic, the more non-compliance there is. I mean, PWW 18 here just strolling down. The law doesn't apply to me. And he has to back up. Let's count the cars that are actually using the left lane. Not many. This will be interesting. This is interesting. Yeah. Lady nearly got killed. This is one of the big issues about this fairway, is it makes crossing the road exceptionally dangerous. And people want to cross the road, and in any activity centre they will have to cross the road. They're not allowed to park on one side of the road, then they'll need to park on the other side of the road and they will need to cross the road to get to the other footpath. So clearways do alienate the footpaths, and that has been demonstrated this morning quite clearly. What's also interesting is just how non-compliant everybody is. I could literally stand in the left lane here and wouldn't be, in fact I will. Very interesting. There you go. No. Seems to be a bit of confusion here. No. It's now 25 to... Oh, there's Vic Roads. Well done, Vic Roads. Now 25 to 9. "25 minutes the clearway finishes. The street is starting to come to life. There is somebody there doing a U-turn over the white line. That's good. Slow the tram down. And you can see that riding a bike becomes a lot easier. Enjoying the sunshine. Across the road, people with their coffees. We are clearing out the last bits and pieces of the peak. I can pretty well stand in the middle of the road now, and 10 a.m. We're at the end of the peak hour. The clearway officially comes to an end. The tram fairway comes to an end. Traffic is very light. Cars are already starting to park. The street is coming to life. Our conclusions this morning were that the Clearways has definitely turned this street into a speedway. Cars are free to move down here quite rapidly, and they do. The fairway does give the tram an opportunity to move unimpeded. However, it has regular tram stops and traffic lights, and passengers still have to get on and off. People doing a U-turn here. Excellent work. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But as the traffic lined off, it also sped up. It made it very difficult for people to cross the roads. Crossing the road was exceptionally difficult. Also was very difficult for people to get in and out of the road traffic as well. Manoeuvring within the traffic seemed to be quite hard and hazardous. It was also very unpleasant for cyclists. And I guess one thing I did observe was that having a wide footpath gave people an opportunity to escape the traffic and to interact with the shops. Clearly that is vital in any urban design. And there's a lady now, she's parking her car because she's allowed to, and the traffic has now moved into the right hand lane and will work with the tram. Street coming to life. The other thing too is as cars park, you'll notice that the traffic is starting to slow down quite rapidly. Standing here with the parked car. Certainly nowhere as intimidating as it was an hour and a half ago. Traffic has slowed down. It's 10 past 10, October the 20th. Street has come to life. It's now a social activity centre. People can go about their business. The traders say they want this to start at 9:30. Vic Roads say 10 o'clock. Vic Roads wants to expand the peak hour. The traders say that without access to their customers, their businesses will be destroyed and the street will die.